Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I will be showing you all how the Lux Algo Signals and Overlay indicator works. It's not a free downloadable indicator, nor you will find it anywhere else. We have to buy this from the Lux Algo website. And yes, it's not a go-go indicator again. It's not a one-time purchase. We have to buy this indicator, and it's like a premium subscription. We have to renew this every month. Like every month we have to purchase it, or else we can also buy this yearly. Yeah, but after a year again you have to buy the indicator. So it's a very good indicator. It's really a game changer. It will give you a lot of progress, a lot of good results in your trading. And in today's video I would be showing you all how exactly this will work and what are the best settings and how we can take the best use out of it. So in today's video, let's cover about Lux Algo, and we will be clicking over here. We will open the website for Lux Algo. Once we open the website of Lux Algo, we can see over here that there is plans for every style of trading. This is going to be for yearly. This is $39, but of course it's $470, $479 a year. So I would prefer everybody to go for monthly because that is the most affordable and most of the people can afford that. It depends on your choice again. So once we buy this $67.99 indicator, we will be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 indicators in this, and one of them is signals and overlay, which I will be covering in today's video, and I will show you all how to use this. Once you subscribe, so once you buy, it's not going to get downloaded in your Gmail or something, but the trading Lux Algo will request you to open your TradingView and refresh the page. And once you refresh the page, you go here in the indicators, and you can see an invite only. You will be seeing this tab, and after you click on this tab, you can see all of these indicators over here. So once you get these indicators, you can see that the boost for signals and overlay is 35.3k. For rest of the indicators, it is 7.2, 23k, 1.92, and 2.1. So let's talk about the 35.3k one, which is Lux Algo Signals and Overlays. So what is the beauty about this indicator? Once you click on it, here it comes. So that is the default, how it works. And let me tell you one of the very default setting of this. It's a simple concept. Once you get the arrow which is giving you down with a plus icon, that means it's a very strong sell. Yeah, and once you see the red candles, it's easily understandable that it's a sell. And before it turns to green, it will give you a purple candle. The purple candle gives you a confirmation that a trend is going to be changed, but then again it goes down, it becomes back to red. So that means the momentum is still in sell. But what happens is sometimes when the market suddenly decides to take a move up, and if it's a sudden trend change, it will not give you the purple sign somewhere. Yeah, over here, like for example, it was red, and suddenly if you see, it became green, and it's green with the up arrow with the plus. That means it's a very strong one. Okay, but then what happened? The market went down. But if you strongly see this, it almost gave you still 1000 points. It gave you approximate, you got this signal at 4143, and the market went up to 4153. Yeah, a little more than 4153. But this doesn't happen most of the time. Most of the time, whenever you get a signal on H1, the market approximately goes 2,000 to 3,000 or sometimes even $4,000 points in your favor. And that's a very good catch. Like most of the time, whenever you see that, whenever you get a signal, the market goes a lot in your favor. Yeah, so some of the perfect catch, how to make sure that you stay in the trend and you take one of the best signals is, let's talk about the default setting. Yeah, for example, I got the signal on H1 and it's a buy over here. What I will do at the same time, I will go down and I will see what is happening on M5. What is happening on M5? Understood. So if M5, I don't see a solid signal of buy, I will come back on M15 and see what's happening on M15. If M15 is neutral or M15 is still not most of the time what happens is when you get a buy on H1, usually your M30 and your M15 will be in buy, but what can happen is your M5 can slightly be in sell. So just wait for your M5 to go in buy. At the same time, you can take a trade tallying with your H1 time frame. Such trades will make you a lot of successful trades. Yeah, and again, if you're just deciding to take a trade on H1 without looking into the multi time frames, you can even do that. Even that is a very good practice. Yeah, like for example, but yes, you need to make sure of one thing. You only take your H1 trades in order to make sure that your cloud, this neo cloud, has to be in buy. Yeah, it has to be blue. Like for example, if I'm planning to take a trade on buy, these green candles should be above the neo cloud. Understood? And if I'm planning to take a sell, I will only take a sell if this sell signal is above the neo cloud. Means the neo cloud should be red. That's the reason I will only be taking sell. Okay. So what I'm doing usually is whenever I'm going for a buy trade on H1, I take my stop loss of 2,000 to 3,000 points. Okay, and I will always ensure that I will take a buy. I will take at least 3 buy trades, and I will be putting 1,000 points, one take profit, 2,000 points, second take profit, and third take profit will be the 3,000 points. Yeah, but what I will do is as soon as my 1,000 points take profit is done, my stop loss of 3,000 points, I will be getting that stop loss to break even right away, because I want to protect that 1,000 points. But trust me guys, what happens is when the market starts going in buy, it will give you 3,000 points right away. And the strategy is so amazing, this indicator is so amazing that Lux Algo keeps upgrading, does updates every 2 to 3 months. It keeps updating, so they keep improving the product. I mean, that's a good thing, right? Keeping on an update and upgrade means like you are keeping a close eye on your product. Like, of course, if there's a 2022 model Mercedes, there's gonna be 2023 model Mercedes, and then 2024. So they keep on working on this, right? That's a good thing. So talking about a little bit of the settings of this, to be very honest, I'm using this indicator as a default. Yeah, I'm using it as a default, but then if you guys want, there are presets available inside this. It depends on your taste how you want to trade. So let's go with the first set file, which is trend tracer. Yeah, I will click on OK. Here you go. The trend tracer gives you a trend line. This is basically a trend line, which is also including the the Hikanashi support and resistance setup. So the market is totally flat over here, but because it was an arrow with the plus icon, if somebody wants, they can trade the trade, but I would personally not take the trade because the cloud is still above the buy trade and it is still red. But you see that in case if you do a mistake of taking a buy trade, it still gave you 1,000 points of profit. Correct? Okay, so this is the first set file. The second set file is scalper. Click on OK. Here you go. In this, what happens is it gives you a kind of a cap channel where it is clearly understand that it's understandable that whenever the market touches the below green zone, prepare for a buy. Whenever the market touches on the up red cloud over here, on the up red cap channel zone, it's going to be a sell. So it's a simple logic. So what people do is, mostly I know scalpers, they go down to M15 time frame, and on M15 time frame they just trade on this. Whenever it hits the below zone, they buy. Whenever it hits the above zone, they sell. So that is how the scalper mode works. Then let's talk about swing trader. Okay, so what swing trader does is, swing trader will give you indication of this blue thick zone and the maroon thick zone. It tells you that still the trade is in buy and still the trade is in sell. on the depending on the time frame you're looking for. So let's say on H1. On H1, it never went in blue, so it's understandable that it is big time in the sell mode. It never went in buy. Yeah. Now let's speak about the contrarian trader. Again, the contrarian trader gives you a channel again, and it tells you the same thing. Whenever it comes down in the green zone, you should buy. Whenever it goes up in the red zone, you should sell. So nothing more to explain in this. Smart Trail. Smart Trail is the one which it's being used by default. If you put this indicator on your chart, this will always be by default. It will come as default. So this is usually used by everyone, and I love using this. But yes, I'm not going with the trailing function. As I said, I have done a big back history analysis. I have done very strong analysis, taking the entire history of gold from past 2 to 3 years. Whenever I get a signal on H1 or M30 time frame, approximate the market will go at least in 3,000 points, at least. Yeah. Also, if it doesn't go, I don't care about it. Why? Because right away, whenever it goes 1,000 point in my favor, I will get my 2 trades to the break even. But usually it doesn't happen. The market gives me 2,000 points and then it gives me 3,000 points. So overall, I catch 2 plus 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. I catch 6,000 points from only one trade. So that is the most beautiful thing, especially of this default setup. Okay, now let's check the trend tracer. Yeah, the trend tracer is the same thing again. If somebody wants to take trades, as soon as it gets orange, you can start selling. As soon as it goes buy, it goes in blue, you can start buying. So it's a simple logic. Now, how to buy, how to sell, you guys can make your own strategy. You guys can come down to M15, or you guys can come down to the smaller time frame just to make sure. Like for example, if you're on H1 time frame and you see that this is gone blue, yeah, so you just want to make sure that you come down the smaller time frame, see on M5, M15, in this area, when do you get a buy? Yeah, and you take the buy and you can go with the trend. But yeah, the market is reversing because it's Friday, so the market is not stable usually on Fridays. But most of the areas, wherever you see, it has given you super money, right? It gave you super money. We come on the trend catcher. It's the same thing. It's the same thing again. The settings might be a little bit on off. You know, the moving average values or the ATR values will be a little bit slightly different, but it's the same thing again. So it's just like a trend indicator. Yeah. Okay, and the Neo Cloud. The Neo Cloud is the same thing. It's just doing exactly what the smart trade indicator is doing. So yeah, that is some presets they have put, but as I said, I'm using it default, and no need to change any of these settings. If somebody wants, they can use all the features of this, but yeah, it's gonna be really difficult to understand like what you want to do exactly. So it will be a mix-up of everything. So I would always prefer to keep my charts clean and not to trade in this way. So I will always delete it, and I will be going with my simple setup again and the default one. Yeah. So whenever I will be getting a buy, and if it's the Neo Cloud, it's in the blue, or you can say Smart Trail. Sorry, Neo Cloud, no, Smart Trail. Whenever the Smart Trail is in blue, you have to go in the buy if you get a very strong arrow with a plus mark. Arrow means it's a buy. Arrow with the plus mark means it's a very strong buy. Yeah. And whenever you get a sell, just make sure that your Smart Trail from top is red and go for the sell. Your TP should be 3,000 points, your stop loss should be at least 2 to 3,000 points. Yeah, as soon as your first take profit is hit, go for another 2 positions on the break even, just to make sure that you're protecting your other 2 positions. But 80% of the time your TP2 will hit and your TP3 will hit, but 20% of the times you will get stopped out on the break even, so that's fine. You still have 1,000 points in your pocket. So yeah, that's it guys from this video, and I hope you have liked it. And please don't forget to subscribe, and please keep this thing in mind that all my videos are for education purposes only, and nothing over here is financial advices. And in the next video I would be showing you all how the second indicator price action concepts work, or signals, or the oscillator matrix. I can show you all the 2 indicators in the next upcoming videos. And don't forget to subscribe and like the button, and let me know in the comments that in what topics are you looking in more, and anywhere if you feel that you're confused of how to use signals and overlays, join my private channel. The link is there in the description, and I will clear all your doubts. Yeah, thank you so much. Take care and stay blessed. Have a good day. Bye bye.